Welcome back to the Article 6 educational video series. In this video, we will dive deeper into how Article 6 can help finance mitigation projects on the ground. This topic is important because mobilizing finance is critical to achieving climate goals, and Article 6 provides innovative mechanisms that attract and scale up investment in climate mitigation. In this video, you will learn the type of mitigation activities suitable for Article 6 cooperation, how Article 6 framework can mobilize critical investment for climate projects, ways that governments can create the right enabling conditions for Article 6 projects to attract investment. Let's get started. Types of mitigation projects for Article 6. Mitigation projects are initiatives specifically designed to reduce greenhouse gas emissions or enhance the removal of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, helping to mitigate the effects of climate change. When countries and project developers, which are organizations or individuals who plan and execute these climate projects, consider Article 6, it means they are looking to engage in international cooperation through carbon markets, using mechanisms aligned with the Paris Agreement to enhance their climate actions. When identifying suitable projects for Article 6, countries and developers typically evaluate key factors, including mitigation potential within their country, identifying sectors or activities with the greatest opportunities for substantial emission reductions, hard to abate and challenging sectors, focusing on industries where reducing emissions is particularly challenging, contribution to national climate targets, NDCs, ensuring projects align and significantly contribute towards achieving national emissions reduction commitments, alignment with long-term greenhouse gas reduction strategies, making sure projects support the country's broader long-term climate objectives, sustainable development core benefits, emphasizing the additional benefits such as improved health, job creation, biodiversity conservation, or poverty alleviation, and potential for scalability, evaluating whether the project's impact can be expanded or replicated effectively elsewhere. Some prominent examples of mitigation projects countries might prioritize include energy transition projects, like investment in renewable energy sources such as solar, wind, and geothermal, and exploration and production of green hydrogen. Sustainable transport and e-mobility, such as electric buses in cities, access to clean energy in rural areas. For example, clean cook-stove programs, climate-smart agriculture, introducing better farming techniques, nature-based solutions, sustainable forest management, and coastal blue carbon projects, and innovative technologies like carbon capture and storage, CCS, or direct air capture, DAC. Projects under Article 6 can be implemented as standalone activities, single project with clear emission reduction goals. An example of this is an installation of a solar power plant to supply electricity to a factory, replacing electricity from a fossil fuel powered grid. Program of activities, coordinated groups of multiple related projects aiming at a common objective. An example of this is a regional distribution of energy-efficient cookstoves across multiple rural communities, while other types could include sectoral, jurisdictional, and policy approaches depending on the applied standards and mechanisms. These could involve mitigation across the entire sector, such as transport, jurisdiction, such as subnational, region, or entire country, or be driven by policy instruments, such as government-supported renewable energy transition program. An important factor when deciding the appropriate type and scale of Article 6 project is availability of robust accounting, data collection systems, and governance frameworks in place to ensure environmental integrity and effective monitoring. Financing mitigation projects through Article 6. Carbon financing plays a critical role in project feasibility. By turning verified emission reductions into internationally transferred mitigation outcomes, known as ITMOs, Article 6 helps unlock additional funding and channel direct international investment toward high-quality projects that might otherwise be economically unviable. Here's how it works. Projects generate revenues from verified emission reductions, called carbon credits as ITOMOS, which are traded to other countries or private entities. This financial return from ITOMOS improve project economics, making them more appealing to investors and financial institutions. And risk reductions. Clear government support through an Article 6 framework reduces uncertainties for project developers, encouraging more investment. Key steps of the carbon project cycle. Carbon projects typically follow a well-defined sequence of steps under the standards of a carbon credit mechanism or program. While each program may have slight variations, the overall structure is consistent. So in this section, we will walk through each main step of the cycle using the example, an e-mobility program between a host country and acquiring country. We will also explain who leads each part and the key documents produced. Let's begin. Number 1, project idea formulation. At the outset, project developer identifies how a specific activity will reduce greenhouse gas emissions or enhance carbon removals. In the example, the idea could be to transition the host country's urban transport sector from fossil fuel, such as diesel vehicle, to electric buses and charging infrastructure. The project developer must evaluate how carbon finance through Article 6 could support the project's feasibility. At this stage, the developer should also consult with the host country to ensure the project aligned with national climate priorities. For this stage, the lead actor is a project developer, and the key document generated is the project idea note. Number 2, methodology development. If there is no existing methodology used to calculate emission reductions from the project is in place and can be applied to the project type, a new one must be developed. The project developer or the technical experts would propose a methodology to describe how the project emission impact will be measured. For this stage, the lead actor is a project developer or technical consultants, and the key document is a proposed methodology document. Number 3, methodology approval. The proposed methodology is then reviewed by the program administrator or technical panel to ensure scientific robustness and applicability. Upon approval, the methodology can be officially used. For this step, the lead actor is a program administrator, and the resulting document is the approved methodology. Number 4, project design. With an approved methodology in hand, the project developer prepares a full project design document, or PDD. This includes a detailed plan of how the project will operate, how emission reductions will be measured, and how sustainable development benefits and safeguards will be met. Stakeholder consultations often take place here. For this stage, the lead actor is a project developer, and the key document is a project design document. Number 5, validation. An accredited third party independently reviews the project design to ensure it meets the required standards. This validation step is essential before registration. The lead actor here is accredited validator, and the output is a validation report. Number 6, project registration. Once validated, the project is formally registered under the chosen carbon mechanism. This may require additional checks by the host country and acquiring country authorities. The lead actor is a program administrator or committee, and the registration decision is the key document. Number 7, project implementation and monitoring. After the registration, the project is implemented according to the plan. The project developer monitors activities and gathers data on emission reductions using the approved methodology. For this stage, the lead actor is a project developer, and output is a monitoring report. Number 8, verification. The monitoring report is independently evaluated by an accredited verifier to confirm the accuracy and credibility of the results. For this step, lead actor is the accredited verifier, and the key document is a verification report. And 9, carbon credit issuance. Verified emission reductions are issued as carbon credits by the program administrator, and those credits are recorded in a registry. These credits can be then be transferred or used. For this final step, the lead actor is the program administrator, and the main document is the issuance record. These steps provide a clear, credible pathway for developing mitigation projects that are environmentally sound, investment ready, and aligned with the national and international climate goals. Incorporating Article 6 processes into the project cycle. Now that we've outlined the key steps of the carbon project cycle, let's explore how Article 6 processes fit into those steps, continuing with our example. The first connection to Article 6 often arises early during the project idea and design stage. In this stage, the project developer consults closely with the host country's authorities to ensure that the plan to replace fossil fuel buses with electric vehicles align with its national climate goals. At this stage, the host country may issue a no objection letter to express its support for the concept and signal readiness for further engagement. While this is not yet a formal Article 6 authorization, it builds investor confidence early in the process. A key element of Article 6 is authorization of the use of ITOMOS, internationally transferred mitigation outcomes. There are two main approaches for when this authorization can occur. Option 1, early authorization, granted at the time of project registration or shortly after validation based on the estimated emission reduction from the project. This approach was followed in many real-world examples of bilateral cooperation, such as between Switzerland and Thailand and between Sweden and Ghana. Authorization provided early gives the project developer the confidence to move forward with financing, infrastructure planning, and implementation. While the country will usually set the requirements for the projects to follow and perform subsequent review and approval once the emission reductions have been monitored and verified. Option 2, late authorization, granted after project implementation and by the time of credit issuance. Some countries prefer this route to ensure all criteria have been fully met before formal approval. Authorization may also be provided directly to the qualified amount of mitigation outcomes achieved, which provides certainty on the amount of ITOMOS. So regardless of timing, countries may require that project satisfies additional conditions before authorization is finalized. This may include ensuring that the project contributed to sustainable development goals and complied with transparent and reporting requirements under both countries' frameworks. After the implementation of the projects and mitigation has been achieved, the final transfer of mitigation outcomes as ITOMOS takes place. This usually happens after both countries confirm that all Article 6 requirements have been met. By doing so, the host country also commits to apply a corresponding adjustment, a reporting and accounting step to ensure that emission reductions counted only towards the acquiring country's climate target and are not counted towards the host countries. This safeguards environmental integrity and prevents double counting. By embedding these Article 6 processes into the project cycle, countries can ensure that international climate cooperation is transparent, credible, and aligned with the Paris Agreement goals. Key considerations for successful project financing. As we've just seen, incorporating Article 6 processes into the project cycle requires careful planning and coordination. But beyond the technical steps, countries must also create the right enabling conditions to attract investment and ensure that projects move smoothly from idea to implementation. To effectively leverage Article 6 and mobilize private capital, several key considerations come into play. Early authorization. Granting clear authorization early in the project cycle gives developers and investors the confidence and clarity to move forward. It reduces uncertainty and helps secure financing at earlier stages. Streamline processes. Simplifying administrative steps such as approvals, reporting, and credit issuance can reduce delays and lower transaction cost, making participation in Article 6 more attractive and practical. Clear communication frameworks. Strong communication between governments, project developers, and crediting programs supports transparency, ensures expectations are aligned, and prevents misunderstanding that can delay progress. By addressing these factors from the outset, countries can avoid common bottlenecks like delayed authorizations, investor hesitation, or misaligned expectations. Ultimately, these considerations are not just about efficiency. They are essential for unlocking the full potential of Article 6 to deliver real, scalable climate action. In this video, we've explored how Article 6 can finance mitigation projects, the types of projects suited to Article 6, and critical steps and considerations for successfully integrating carbon finance into the project development cycle. In the next video, we will look closer at the key players in the carbon market ecosystem and different financing models for Article 6 projects. Thank you for joining us, and see you in the next session.